Welcome back, everybody. I am here with Jim Sporleder. And Jim, we get to talk today about the sessions that you're going to be doing at our Bridging to Resilience conference in Kansas City this April. I can't wait. You got, 4 sessions we've got you signed up for? Thanks for coming in and doing the workhorse work.
I'm happy to do so.
Absolutely. So if you don't know Jim Sporleder, welcome to the Trauma-Informed Movement. He is a former principal, author, speaker, and consultant, and just an all-around good guy. And we get to partner with you through the Bridging to Resilience Conference. And some of the sessions you are going to be sharing this year, and I am looking forward to every single one of them. I'm going to see if my dance card can get triple booked this year. One is punishment versus discipline. What are the outcomes of those two approaches? You're also going to be sharing a little bit about your Lincoln story about Lincoln High School. 5 critical steps to a trauma-responsive school. I know those sessions are always packed, and it's very good to have guidance of someone who's been there, been doing that, and helping others along that path as well. And then a really special session is just going to be an informal conversation with you, which is, we've dubbed it Informal Conversation with Jim Sporleder, the father of the Trauma-Informed School. And I know that makes you uncomfortable, but I think we're still gonna own that for you, because really that's where you are, and we appreciate you for that. So thinking about your sessions, the punishment versus discipline too, is what excites you about this topic?
I don't know if I'd use the word excitement. I would say that in my journey, as the trauma-informed movement has really swept our country, and we're getting a lot of momentum around it, there's also a lot of misconceptions around what being trauma responsive really is. And one area that is very clear to me that really needs to be defined for folks is when we come accountability. You know, so many times you'll hear that trauma-informed approach doesn't hold kids accountable, or just lets kids off for their behavior. And I feel it's so important that we really address that, because what it comes down to, the difference between my mindset of being traditional, wanting punishment, and we already know through research what punishment, the outcomes are, and we put these kids on a slippery slope to prison when we're using punishment and we're suspending them out of school at such early ages, versus discipline. And discipline should be looked at just like any other discipline that we teach in school: reading, math, any of the other subjects, and even the electives. We want to see student growth. We want to see the reading ability improve. So I like to bring out that our behaviors should not be looked at any differently. I should be able to look at a student and say, through discipline, not punishment, I'm going to work with this student. I'm going to coach them. I'm going to walk with them. And if I will do that and I'll build that relationship, then I can see the improvement in discipline that I am seeing in other subjects when I approach it in that manner. So I just think that's something that it really needs to be defined, so that folks don't get the idea that we're not holding kids accountable. In fact, I've always shared, if we're not holding kids accountable, we're failing them. These kids that come from toxic environments don't even know what a consequence is. I mean, they don't make those connections. And I think it's our job to teach them where the boundaries are. And it's through that approach it actually builds relationships rather than creates a me against you situation.
So powerful, Jim. We see this happening in the schools that we're working in across Kansas and into other states as well. And I know you are, and anyone who works in this environment is having those conversations over and over about punishment versus discipline, teaching versus that taking a pound of flesh from the kid.
Yeah.
And that's really big. I'm glad that you're going to be talking about that. And when people walk away, they'll have better strategies on hand, I hope.
Me too.
For sure. Thank you so much for being here. And I can't wait. Again, folks, this is April 20th through 22nd. If you want to know more, resilience.sdac.org. You can get signed up. You can ask questions and find your way to Kansas City and to the family that's here waiting for you. Thank you, Jim, for being part of this.
Thank you.